Virgo. Virgo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is a message for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. This is an energy reading, Virgo, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your reading. It's a timeless message, so it comes to you when it's supposed to for the week that you need to hear it, that you're willing to hear it, you're open to receiving the message. If you're looking for a personal reading, I do those. Please check out my website at www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. All the information is in the description box, and I hope to see you there. If you haven't yet, guys, please subscribe to the channel. That needed to come out. It just did. So there's a lot of information here, Virgo. Let's get into it because things seem a little topsy-turvy. We have embrace the in-between. You are never alone. Transformation is beautiful and take the lead. All on its side. So it does seem to be that there are high hopes, high expectations, but some things are running flat, especially with regards to something that you tried to initiate, changing a momentum, changing something in your life, creating a change in your life, or at least changing how you felt about something. I think the purpose was to push past it so that it would be over, so that it would be gone. This is not hurrying. This is stuck energy, and we're going to figure out why. We also have chameleon spirit, act as if. This is in reverse, and then slow and steady wins the race. It's almost like spirit is blatantly saying, stop trying to act like you're not trying to shove this along and push through it because it's obvious. So there's some sort of energy in your life right now. I don't know if you're trying to push things fast or somebody's trying to push things faster, but somebody's trying to rush something through, maybe because they felt like it has stagnated for too long and they're tired of waiting around for it to get some motion back into it. In the past, we have a rebirth is assured. There was an expectation to be further along than you are right now with something in your life. Now, it could very well be a romantic relationship, something that you tried to like put back on course or kind of just judge it up and put a little bit more life into the situation because it seems like something is still stuck. A rebirth is assured was the awakening not too long ago to a newness or maybe a new version of yourself that changed. And listen, this is the thing. Just because you change doesn't mean other people are going to too. And that's one of the most difficult parts of change is that we end up not seeing the world the way that we used to. And therefore the stuff that we were putting up with is intolerable to us anymore. So if you're guilting yourself or feeling responsible for not feeling the same way, stop. I know you're not going to stop immediately, but let me awaken you to this truth. You have changed. So your world is not the same, and you're not supposed to be reacting to it or interacting with it the same way. And if things are starting to agitate you, irritate you, or they just don't set right with you anymore, then Virgo, love yourself enough to let them change or to let them pass out of your life or let them go if you have to, because there is something here that now feels like it fell flat. There were some high expectations and you were trying to deal with the ambiguity, but I don't think this is ambiguity anymore. I think this is, I don't really even want it to work out anymore, or it's not necessary for me to compromise here. This running flat is just not for me. We also had tend to the small things. So there was some buildup of the little things. This is Virgo energy, but it's very toxic. It's the energy of micromanaging. It's the energy of little snippets and maybe one at a time, they weren't such a big deal, so you let it roll off your back. But over time, they accumulate into an infestation. And that's what was going on. Something had basically infested your life. And you were waking up to it, right? And so in a way, it's like once you wake up to the infestation, you just like, I can't stay in this situation anymore. And that's what happened. And you shouldn't be staying in this situation anymore. You know, it's like you're not even trying to pretend anymore that you don't want out or you don't want to get this over with quickly. You don't even want to try to pretend anymore. Or at least that's where you're going to end up by the end of this week. And that is absolutely where you should end up. Because yes, if you're reacting to all that I'm seeing here, that's exactly where you should be. Check this card out. It's going to illuminate a lot for you. Freedom is yours. Bam. That is exactly what you want, Virgo. You want to be free from the stuck, free from the lies, because this is Aquarian energy. So it's also about truth. You're tired of being stuck in the quagmire of lies or trying to convince yourself that something is happening that's not, trying to convince yourself that you don't see what you see anymore. Listen, freedom is yours. Embrace the fact that something has gone flat. Let's get into tarot to really hash out, okay, now that we know the general, God, where do you want to guide Virgo from here? Okay, the devil. So are you dealing with a Capricorn? If not, that's okay. This could have to do with your career or simply fear. Hold on. Okay. There could also be some toxicity here as well. So this is fear, right? Fear that controls you or something that controls you. It could be an addiction. This is toxicity as well. Being controlled by fear. And then we have friends. I don't know what this has to do with it, but this could be even surrounded by people who agree with your fears and who have been helping you be stuck or remain stuck. And this is that scorpionic energy of that being over and finished, or a realization and an acceptance that that's got to be over and done with, or that you've surrounded yourself, somebody in your life or you has surrounded themselves with people who are actually toxic just to be agreed with. And that in a lot of ways that has shifted your focus, or you're just realizing it now, like, I don't want to be surrounded by people who are toxic. I don't want to be partying that much. I don't want to be celebrating that much. It's about, just because you're surrounded by people you like, why do they like you? Why do you like them? Is it because they agree with you? It's because they have the same toxicity and fears as you do. There's something here that is like, bam, this happened really quickly. Maybe you fell, or somebody you knew fell into a situation way too quickly and way too fast, rushed in because, hey, everybody was agreeing with me or seemed to be on my side. But ultimately, that's actually not true. Somebody here is really being brought down by what they rushed into. And if there's any awakening, there is that sense of, I need to free myself from that. I need to free myself from this group. I need to free myself from these choices. I need to free myself so that I can resurrect. And now is that resurrective time. That time of, oh, I awaken to the fact that this is actually what was going on, and I want to be free of that. Not even trying to pretend. Hold on. Okay, but there's more here. Let's get a moon card. We do remember, if you're watching this when I upload this video, it is November 12th. So November 12th of 2023, we're having a new moon in Scorpio on November 13th of 2023. Quite an unusual energy too. So check out my astrology motivation week ahead. It's over on Astrology Motivation, my astrology channel. You are good enough. And the energy is gaining momentum. What does that mean? The energy of self-esteem and healing is gaining momentum. This sense of you are good enough to be able to rise from these ashes. And it could be that you have enough support or you're allowing or giving enough support to help somebody see what is dragging them down, and that there is toxicity here, and the sense of I want to act on it. Now, this could also be sexual desire that has been sort of pent up. If that is the case, and it's not all this other stuff I've been talking about, this is going to be a like major kind of sexual breakthrough energy for you. If this is repression or suppression of your sexuality, it is not going to be happening anymore. This is a real breakthrough, a real awakening. I don't know how the awakening is going to happen, but it does come to the core of you are good enough to be able to have your life as you love it instead of what you settle for. So there is some real revelation here that comes out. You are good enough. The energy is gaining momentum, as in either something's going to come out. It is going to come out. I don't know if it's this recognition. So what could come out? Your recognition or your own sense of self-worth. Then I'm better than what I'm settling for. And I don't have to, and I'll be okay. Actually, I'll be even better and healthier if I don't. So that's number one. Number two, what could also be coming out is this energy of it's okay if I have these desires, and I'm going to feel bold enough to show them to people, right? I don't have to sit there and wait for this stagnation or being flat anymore. Or number three, what's going to come out is whatever lies were told to cover up whatever somebody was really desiring, it's going to come out. And what needs to come out along with it is lack of shame, a sense of why am I ashamed? Clearly this is something that I need, and I need to be fulfilled. So there is this reckoning of sorts that's coming out right now, Virgo, that is really trying to help you heal, especially heal your self-worth. Very potent and, like I said, very virile energy. Let's get deeper into this. This could be definitely sometime around this new moon. You are good enough, and the energy is gaining momentum. So your confidence is going to start coming back. And whatever this block was to your confidence, and the way that it looks, it could be some sensuality or sexuality issues. Whatever this block was, you're unclogging it, because it's like you were the one that was the clog, because you thought you had an obligation to wait for everybody else, or to wait for everything else to be perfect for everybody else. This is this sense of I can't be toxic anymore so that everybody else can catch up. I can't hold something inside anymore so that everybody else can be comfortable. I'm unplugging this and getting myself back to my natural flow, okay? That's fair. What energy is gaining momentum? Please describe that to me. The Star card, your freedom and your independence, and your insistence upon it instead of settling just to be with somebody. Now, this could also mean you're deciding to go in a different direction by yourself. Like, if you want to come with me, but I'm not going to sit around and wait or miss opportunities because you can't make up your mind. That's the kind of energy you need to have right now, this week. That's the kind of energy you need to have. There are some sort of wishes or aspirations, something that you've always aspired to. You can go out and get them, right? I think the beauty this week, Virgo, is that you are noticing the things that are holding you back. You're starting to realize the things that are holding you back. And even in lots of ways, the choices that you are making to keep yourself stagnated or squashed. And it's like there's no value in doing that anymore. Hold on, we have one card that needs to be turned over. Abundance, happiness, peace, prosperity, fulfillment. So this is really turning itself over to be something quite beautiful. Whatever was stuck or stagnated or had fallen short, there is some rapid fire resurrection that's coming, major breakthrough on the other side, and definitely a change of direction for you. What is this? There's also this truth, a truth that comes out, and I gotta tell you, if you've been holding something back, like holding something inside, everybody's going to be really happy that you let it out. The idea that you were doing it to spare other people's feelings, no, it's more pride and ego on your part, because they want you happy. People around you want you happy. They're going to be so happy that you finally dumped this toxicity, you're not even going to realize. Or people that really care about you, and then you're going to find out really quickly who are the ones that actually care about you. Once again, what came out as I asked the question, what is this all about? The star again, the fates, what you're destined for, what you know or feel inside your heart is your destiny. And being able to decide to go ahead and get after it, to go ahead and do it, to know clearly what that was and not be afraid of it. As in, if I have to be alone for a while, or I have to do things that make me uncomfortable, then ultimately I will, because getting into the discomfort of growth is a hell of a lot better and less painful than being right plop into the middle of the stagnation of comfort. I will see you guys in the extended. The link is down below. I'll see you there.